Hello. Oh, I get so shy. I feel like people are watching me. Hello everyone. It is August 4th and it's freaking Saturday. It's the weekend. I have to work, but that's okay. One of the things that I wish I did more of was planning ahead. I went with my parents and I took a certain amount of money. Thankfully, we weren't sure because I didn't do much research on my part. And I thought it wasn't going to be as expensive. Costa Rica is very touristy, so it is quite expensive. Honestly, like when I was looking at videos, I was really focusing on the places that I would go, which I will get to later. The places, just Costa Rica itself is beautiful, but I feel like if I planned ahead a little bit better, it would have worked out for us for the most part. The second most important thing for me, and what is something that you should consider, is hotels. So when I went with my parents, we booked only one hotel, which was not the greatest idea because we realized we wanted to visit different places. Just either book as you go if you're not going in the months of July to September, because those are the busiest months. Just to be safe, I would book different hotels according to where you're planning on going. It's a lot cheaper and you'd enjoy more if you don't have that stress of finding a hotel. I've always gone to Peru with my family, so like we've never really planned this, and I'm not much of a traveler when it comes, like when I'm with my family, I feel like it will be fine no matter if we don't know the place. Like there's always that feeling for me of that security that we'll figure it out even if we don't have it all figured out before we left. So I had that sense of security, which is not always good. Like it's always good to plan, especially if you're going somewhere completely different. Since it is very touristy, it's like the most touristy I've experienced. People are willing to take dollars for you. At the airport, it was about 100 colones less than what it was actually worth outside of the airport. So don't rush to exchange if you're really trying to stay in the budget, if you're really wanting to save and wanna take advantage as much as possible from the trip. Like don't rush in changing your dollars. Like you're welcome to exchange them anytime after the airport. But if you're trying to exchange dollars to colones while you're there, you can exchange it, but you have to have your passport. You have to have some sort of ID, and a driver's license won't work. Okay, now this is like my favorite and like probably like the number one, the top important thing in my list, the food. You know it. So the food, I didn't really have the chance to eat a lot of the known dishes over there just because we were really trying to stick to the budget. I have to say though, the breakfast was my favorite part of the whole trip when it came to food. I was just, this hotel, like Costa Rica in general, the hotels, like the breakfast that they serve you, they're so good. And I know this, and even though I said that I only booked one hotel, we ended up going to the city close by that was not close by, it was a 4-hour drive. And we were like, you know what, we have to book a hotel or else we're just gonna be here for a couple hours and we're not gonna enjoy it. So we booked another hotel and the breakfast was just as good. Like, it's like eating lunch and dinner all at breakfast, if that makes any sense. They served rice, served freaking meat, all these juices. I had coffee, I had fruit, I had cereal. You had no idea how much stuff I was putting in my body because it was so good. That was my favorite part. So like if you're looking and booking a hotel, please do it with breakfast, I'm telling you. It really does save you a lot of money and it saves you a lot of time that you could be spent like doing other stuff, you know? When we were in San Jose, I actually found food that was cheaper in the city than it was, the city of San Jose, than it was somewhere else. If you go to downtown, they have markets, like hidden markets, which is really cute. And like you can go in there, you can get souvenirs for cheaper and you can get food for cheaper. I found food that was worth $1,600, which equal to $3. That's really cheap. I got this traditional dish. I honestly don't even know what it was called. I always forget what I'm saying. It was just really good. It was very homey. There was like a long table and everyone was like sitting in front of each other. I don't know, the people of Costa Rica are just so sweet. It's just a nice environment. The fact that everyone was, you know, I feel like this little space where we were eating, it was just It was just very homey. It was also the first day we got there, and that's how we figured that things were a little bit more pricey and we were a little stressed. And so we went to this market. You kind of just forget that you're going through a stressful moment, and yeah. So please go to the market. Without transportation, what's the point, right? The transportation for me was very easy, and I saved a lot of money. To save money, I took the bus everywhere, literally everywhere. I've only taken a taxi like once, and I'll get to it and why I did it. The best way to travel is literally taking the bus. There's 3 different transportations that I've taken throughout that week that I was in Costa Rica, and I feel like the main one was Tuasa when I was in San Jose. I took Tuasa to get to downtown. It was literally right outside my hotel. There was so many of them, you could literally, there's no set schedule. There's one that comes every 10 minutes and it takes you to downtown. It takes you to certain cities that are close by and for a really cheap price. We paid about $1 to take the bus. And the second transportation that I took that really got us from city to city was 710, Terminal 710. This took you to La Fortuna. And I really liked it because the buses take you in different routes to get different people from different cities. And I thought that was very nice because you get to visit places that you wouldn't if you went with a taxi or like a private driver. So for me, that was fun. It reminded me a lot of my country, so like that was the best part for me. Last but not least, I took the tax ticket once, because it's very important that you know this, because if you're going to Terminal 710, unfortunately, a radius of 3 blocks around this terminal is a red zone. So what a red zone means is it's a dangerous places to walk around by yourself, or if you're a tourist, like there's a lot of homeless people, and it's just safer if you take a taxi. There's gonna be red zones in different places that you wouldn't think. If you can, just ask around. People are so nice, they will tell you. Last but not least, the tours. My favorite tour was the one at La Fortuna, which took a bus at Terminal 710. It was a 4-hour drive to get there, and then we booked a hotel there because we figured 4-hour drive to get there, 4-hour drive to get back was gonna take up the whole day, and we decided to stay and actually enjoy it. But once we got there, everything was really close by. I really loved that. Everywhere you turned, there was a restaurant, which was crucial for me. You know, hotels, there were a bunch of them. And it was a really small place. When I got off the bus, when I got to La Fortuna, there was this guy who offered me a pretty decent tour. I think it was $45. The guy was all nice with, you know, trying to offer his help, but I don't like rushing into things. And my dad was about to take the deal, but I was like, Dad, you know what? We just got here. We should just wait, because the hotel didn't seem that great, to be honest. We ended up a street from the bus station. We found a hotel, like the same price that he was offering, and it was a lot nicer. So I'm telling you, like, just like don't rush to exchange your money, don't rush to do anything. Like, even if it takes a couple minutes more, just if you can find a better deal, go for it. Like, don't rush into things. So in this tour, we went to Arenal volcano. It was an 8-hour tour, and it included transportation to the volcano in English and in a Spanish version of the history of this volcano. It was pretty cheap. It was $35 per person. Let me tell you, in Costa Rica, it rains every single day. Take a raincoat or take a rain jacket. It's raining. But it really did rain. It didn't ruin the trip. It actually made it better, because a lot of the animals come out during the rain and you can hear these beautiful, beautiful sounds, and for me that was like the best part.
La planta hace eso para llamar la atención de colibríes y mariposas. With the red flower, it attracts hummingbirds and butterflies, and so they get carritos. Entonces que no se haga barroco.
I also went to Cartago, and I went to Jaco Beach. Cartago is known for like this historic ruins in the downtown area of it. So it's also another city. It was only like 2-hour drive, and they told us, oh, like you should visit the volcano. The water inside the volcano, it's like a light blue color and it's beautiful. Let me tell you, we weren't informed. So like if you're going to Cartago to visit this volcano, like take a jacket, wear pants because it's cold as frick. You have to drive around pretty much the volcano. You had to drive about 30 to 45 minutes up in a bus. I thought it was just me. I was like, is it cold or is it just me? And they're like, yeah, it drops. It drops like freaking low. I was wearing shorts. I'm gonna show you a little clip. I was wearing shorts and just a regular shirt, but it was freezing. So if you're going up there in Cartago, like the volcano, like y'all better wear some leggings and a jacket. We visited Jaco Beach. Jaco Beach is beautiful. It's also small, but it took us a couple hours to get there. It wasn't a short drive. And we were just there for the beach. So we left pretty early and we got there at a decent time. We went to the beach. And what I love the most, it's like I've never seen this before, but the beach was beautiful. It was clean and it wasn't like regular sand. It was like shell type sand. There was this canal that separated this lake, but it was also water from the beach. I don't know, it was just really cute. Anyways, we've reached to the end of this video. I hope some of this stuff really helped you, or it really helps you when you travel. So thank you so much for watching, and if you've got to the end, thank you a lot. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. I'm so excited because this is like the 3rd time recording, and it actually, I hope it came through. We'll find that out if I edit it and I like it, you know.